Some of you are not broke, you're just lambistic. This is the Andrew Kibe show.
If you butter people speaking straight English, run away.
Hey! Hey! But why?
As long as women are going to continue asking men to go down on one knee, then men are going to lose their power. Because a man should never do. Like my dad used to tell me, there'll always be another night to go to carnival. And I'm like, no.
About Andrew Kibe, yes. Andrew Kibe is now a former employee of Kiss FM.
I have Andrew Kibe, who calls himself a realist.
I go to church, I don't drink, right? But I'm here playing this game.
There's nobody who can stand here and tell Kibe anything because they fear him. They don't fear him.
Make a mistake and do something stupid, I will be there.
On 6th March 2022, Andrew Kibe reached the coveted 100,000 subscriber milestone, otherwise known as the Silver Stage, which was a huge statement to other content creators that there was a new guru in town. As we speak, Kibe's YouTube account has gained another 100,000 subscribers and is at 272,000 subscribers with a total of about 41 million views. And this is without looking at his growth on other platforms like Instagram and Twitter, where he has a huge following. As a content creator, especially on YouTube, getting such a following and views in a short period of time seems unattainable or too good to be true. But other creators have done it, Kibe being one of them, and in this video, we'll uncover what Andrew Kibe discovered that led to the huge growth on the platform. But before we get to the truth, we'll have to go back in time and get the whole story. Before getting into the media industry, Andrew Kibe had tried out a plethora of things. He had been involved in various hustles you could think of. And around 2007-2008, Kibe mentioned of trying out photography, specifically majoring on wedding photography. At the time, he reckons not having much knowledge in the field, so he had to learn much from the internet. Later on, a video surfaced showing another side of the creator. Apparently, Kibe has been the captain of the Kenyan pool team. He started playing the game in Form 2 during his high school days, and he became so good that he outplayed an opponent in 1 minute 22 seconds to be precise.
The fastest game I played was about 4 years ago. I played 1 minute 22 seconds, and my opponent didn't get a chance to come on the table. That's why it was so fast, right? So I just broke and finished, and thank God for that.
Now, I know that is not the side of Andrew Kibe you're familiar with, and once upon a time, Kibe was a man of God. He aspired to be a pastor and was very close friends with Robert Burale, who was a pastor and a life coach at the time. Now, this was about 2012, and from the Kibe we now know, it means things did not go well. 1 year later, Kibe got into politics seeking a parliamentary seat for Lang'ata under Musalia Mudavadi's ANC party. During these times, Kibe learned a lot, went through a lot, and would later develop his controversial character as we know him today. NRG Radio kept track of Andrew Kibe, which led to him learning a morning show segment with Kamene Goro on the station.
Let's teach you another one. Like Klande. But now Klande is short for clandestine.
No way!
Yes.
Oh my God, I didn't know.
The morning show grew to become popular that, according to a report from Geopol, it recorded 716,000 subscribers or listeners in May 2020. The duo was ranked 6th in the country and the second most popular English show after Classics FM's Minor and Kingani. Fast forward, they kept rising, which led to them getting poached by the Radio Africa station, Kiss FM. While at Kiss, things took a turn. On the morning of 30th June 2020, Kibe quit Kiss FM. This was a shock to a lot of people since their show with Kamene was a favorite. Later on, the creator stated that the main reason he quit Kiss FM is because he was being censored on the content he could put on radio. And five months later, he created his own online radio station with a friend called David Mangiti, and his station was known as Rock Radio. Which now brings us to where we started, how Kibe got successful on YouTube. It was not easy at first, but he caught up and is now averaging 300 subscribers and 158,445 views daily. And this is just this month. Previous months show that he's gotten a higher gain than that. Now, I know you must be asking yourself, how did he do it? How did his channel pick up so fast in a short span of time? And after evaluating his videos, these are some of the inputs I found. Through my research and evaluating Kibe's videos, these are some of the strategies I noticed he implemented to stay in the game. Number 1, Kibe breaks down his videos into shorter versions, which leads to people binge watching his content. Now, the second strategy is that Kibe tells personal stories in the content he produces.
There's a Chile by there I stopped talking to her. Apo Kenya. I stopped talking to her because
which in turn is able to hook people to watch more because they can relate with his stories and also the stories are interesting. This is close to the third strategy of being humorous. He is able to captivate his viewers, and he also creates his own lingo that is now embraced by people. Words like lambistic and kafukusui, to mention a few.
I was not broke, I was lambistic. I was like, bro, prepare for your whips. Some of you are not broke, you're just lambistic. This guy, on the 26th, I think the 26th, yeah. On the 26th, he was sitting at home looking at himself like a fukusui, kapioni.
Number 4 is consistency. Kibe has a consistent posting routine. He's up to date and will produce content on what has happened each day. Another clever technique he uses is fame jacking. Kibe uses the fame of other creators and celebrities to smartly boost his content. More like what I'm doing with this video. By talking about other celebrities, he's able to attract audiences from these celebrities. Another strategy that Kibe used is he picked a growing niche. The content that he produces has been on a rising trend all over the world. There are a couple of famous people talking about masculinity and the nature of women. There are channels like Fresh and Fit, there was Kevin Samuels, Andrew Tate, and Rollo Tomassi. Lastly, Kibe produces his content on various platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, which keeps his steady growth on all platforms, therefore increasing his audience. If he cannot get you on YouTube, he can get you on Instagram. And as I conclude, it's important that I point out that Andrew Kibe's growth has been steady. It's not an overnight success. We all have seen his journey started way back. Be consistent and produce quality content that is able to resonate with your audience. Use smart strategies like fame jacking, picking up on trends, and they can make your channel grow. With those few remarks, I appreciate you for reaching this far. Like and subscribe, it really helps out. Peace out.